you, visit www.safe.pharmacy. A public service message from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy.
Junior Achievement is where dreams take flight. We are helping students connect what they learn in school to future work and career success. We are teaching them how to manage money to achieve financial security as adults. And we are showing them that starting a business also means changing lives and communities. However, we can't do it alone. Go to ja.org to learn more.
GSX Lynn Haven, WPO2 Port St. John. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida. Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub! I'm full of water. I stay hot tub. Stay hot tub. Gonna get you hot. I'm gonna make it wet. Stay hot tub. Hot tub. Rubber dub with me. Check it hot tub.
Yeah.
Will it make me sweat?
Yeah.
Check it hot tub.
Yeah.
Will it make me wet?
Yeah.
Well,
Get in there and get hot.
every time I hear that, it reminds me of Nixon. Well, I'm not a crook.
A lot of people don't know what the heck you're talking about. We're so old. I know what he's talking about. I am not a crook. Your president's not a crook.
It's I'm not a crook.
Because all presidents are crooks. Anyway, welcome to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Man, our giveaways have been great. We really appreciate the phone calls. That thing lights up, continues to light up.
Oh, yeah.
I played a trick on someone and
Yeah, you did yesterday.
called
Got me
back.
in trouble. Got the phone
and then hung
ringing
up.
again.
He thought he was getting a gift. He had not listened. It wasn't my fault. But Monday morning, Susan Lane, remember Susan, her husband?
Susan and Les Lane.
Columbus, Georgia.
Yes.
Bulldogs. Remember, Glenn?
Yeah.
Good people. I like them. Who won yesterday? Richard Sanders, the
legend.
The legend. And they're going to
That was
honor
kind of cool
him.
because we were talking about him earlier.
Hey, his
hadn't
day-
heard from him in a while.
His last official act, and this is an honor to have. It was between me, him, and Brian, and I came in second. Brian, you were last. Richard is going to be dropping the ball. He came up with the idea to do this, and it brought in the revenue. It's brought in to Pier Park. The Pier Park to Panama City to Bay County is incredible. But Richard Sanders will drop on December 31st the last ball
he's
drop
not
that he
jumping out.
invented.
Well,
He's not jumping out with the balls, though, is he? He's not going to land.
no, I understand. See, now I understand. Now I understand why you got second in that, because I've heard you've been dropping the ball for years.
Oh, boo.
I'll be here all week. Thank you very much.
Remember, tip your waiters and waitresses.
That was
deal.
good. That was
and
a
there's
good
another
one.
thing that goes with that. If you get old,
Well, I'm not going to say that.
Hey, speaking of our giveaway, we're going to have to do that because we have such a busy phone day
my
today.
God.
We're going to have to do it during the Alabama update.
8 o'clock, roll tide. Roll tide.
So that's when
2
we're going to
tickets
get
to the eat.
hey, let's do 2 of them if we could do it to the roll tide.
We can do that and the Auburn
That FSU
update.
update's going to be shorter, I'll tell you right now.
Boot store, Anytime Fitness, Buffalo Rock, and $50 gift certificate.
8 o'clock, give us a
8
call.
o'clock.
We're giving back to you. Thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate it.
Why
We
did
love
you look at me when you said short? I just want to know.
Well, he called me ball dropper, so I call you short. Anyway, seriously, we love the people that listen to the show. You guys make this country great. You get up and work every single day.
That's right.
You're not an associate. You don't depend on people just giving you something. You go make it yourself. Matter of fact, you pay all the politicians their promises. That's amazing. I love the working people.
There you
I
go.
do.
Yeah.
Not so much the others. But anyway, Glenn, what's going on local? I love local. What's going on local?
Well, man, it was busy with boys and girls basketball last night. So here we go with boys basketball. It was Bluntstown 63, the Rutherford Rams 55. It was Walton 50, South Walton 32, Dothan High 66, Chipley 40. It was Holmes County 61, Geneva, Alabama 45. Port St. Joe 75, Weewa 47, Ponce de Leon 58, Sneeds 48, Franklin County 69 and Liberty County 54. It was Poplar Springs 62. And if you've never been to Poplar Springs, buddy, it's the first paved road on Highway 2 past the railroad track. So anyway, but Poplar Springs 62.
Sure, they appreciate
that. They do. It's a great place. It's a great place. See, the Atomics, they're red, white, and blue. So, Poplar Springs 62, Northside Methodist 46. It was Rehoboth 57, J 54. Cottondale was beaten by Malone 63-61. And in ladies or girls, however you want to say it, it was Freeport 62. Arnold 40. It was North Behaven 53 at Walton 41. It was Lincoln 74 and the Rutherford Rams 44. Chipley was beat this Holmes County 56-55. That's a great little rivalry there in girls basketball. Mm-hmm. Poplar Springs got beat by Mariana 48-29. This is girls. Port St. Joe 46, Weebaugh 24. Ponce Leon 54, Sneed 16. It was Paxson 53, Bethlehem 23. It was Alpha 41. Alpha 41, Jefferson County 26. And I could not find the Liberty County and Franklin County women's score. And the only thing on the slate tonight right now is the Rutherford Rams will be at Bayhigh Cobb Gym to play the Bayhigh girls. So that's what's going on around here. And soccer's being played Thursday and Friday. So get out there and vote.
Well, hey, Glenn, on the national scene, there's Old Dominion is playing South Florida in a bowl game, the Cure Bowl. That kicks off tonight, Wednesday night. Thursday, we have Louisiana versus Delaware. And then Thursday night, you have Missouri State versus Arkansas State. And I want to give a shout-out to the great state of Mississippi. We've got every single team in a bowl game this year. We can't say that in the unbelievable football crazy state of Alabama. I think Georgia has their two major schools in a bowl game. We can't say that for the great state of Florida. Can you believe in the great state of Florida we only have one team out of the big three in a bowl game? But in the state of Mississippi, we have the big three in a bowl game. We used to be a big three. Now we're kind of a half. Mississippi State and Ole Miss kind of passed us up. But congratulations for all my Southern Miss. And Blake Anderson. Blake is now the head football coach at Southern Mississippi. He's one that signed Jeremy Hester. He recruited the Panhandle of Florida. And I think Andy worked with him at Southern Mississippi at the time. I think that's correct. I could be wrong.
What about Coach Butler?
Randy Butler coached and played at the University of Southern Mississippi. He was a great guy. He retired. You know, he finished up coaching high school football in Mississippi. Right. Retired. I think he's living in Hattiesburg. I asked you. I think he's living in Hattiesburg. But anyway, congratulations, Blake Sanders. They recruit heavily in the Panhandle of Florida, Mobile, Birmingham, Montgomery, New Orleans. That used to be where they used to make get their best players back in the day. Yeah. Now the South Florida's gotten better, it's hurting. Troy's gotten better, it's hurting them.
So and they got South Alabama,
Southwest Florida.
Yeah, and they got West Florida and University,
West Florida, yes.
And then they got South Alabama's got a team now.
Yeah, so that's
that
kind of hurt a little bit, and that's hurt Southern Mississippi. And we just don't have any money. That's the main thing. We just don't have the big booster.
And you ran Jeff Bauer out.
Yeah, and then we hadn't really recovered from that since then. Really, be honest with you.
He was a great guy, man.
Jeff was there for 16 years. But anyway, Blake will do a great job, the best job he possibly can. I talked to you yesterday about Jeremy Pruitt is back in the saddle. He's going to be allowed to coach again. I like that. Some other things are going on. Troy got beat last night by Jacksonville State in Montgomery, Alabama at Crampton Bowl. Glenn, Brian, I've heard you talk about it before too, Brian. Mm-hmm. Ladd Stadium. Glenn, I've heard you talk about your old high school. You go back up that way every year and visit with your people up there. But it was good looking at Crampton Bowl. Brought back a lot of memories looking at that stadium. And it's a big stadium. I think now it holds 27,000. We used to pack that thing out, in a big game. Not every game, but a big game. We'd have huge crowds. And it was just, it was a nice crowd at the game last night. I thought it'd be more people there because Troy's only 50 miles away from Montgomery. Not even that, really. And Jacksonville State could only be maybe 2 hours away, right? It's not far. So I just thought it'd be a bigger crowd there. Yeah. But the kids that did show up, the parents and the players and fans that did show up, they were loud.
The shame of Ladd Stadium, I mean, the one good thing is they were able to pivot because most of the games moved over like South Alabama, like Senior Bowl, things like games? Some high schools, some still there. But I did hear recently that the Marines were going to be using it. They were going to be teaching their cadets how to dodge bullets. And that's what they would do. So,
I wonder where you go with that.
It's nice that we can get some extra income there.
When I went to Ladd Stadium for the Senior Bowl, Nathaniel Allen grew up with Jared when they were, I'm talking little bitty things in Cape Coral. Nathaniel played in the NFL, played for the Miami Dolphins, had a great NFL career, got his retirement and everything, but I wouldn't watch him play there. And it just brought memories, and I forgot how big that stadium. That's a nice size.
It was
stadium.
Almost 40,000.
Yeah, it's bigger than Crampton Bowl. It's kind of spread out the way. It's a bowl.
It's kind of an open end zone too. There's openings on either side. The end zone's its own little separate set of bleachers, not connected all the way around. But
it was just. I remember playing games.
Place. I mean,
I scored a touchdown in Mobile in that stadium. I remember that. That's just neat sitting up there. I'd like to go back to Crampton Bowl. But it's so dang dangerous to go to Montgomery. It scares me to even go through there. It really does. Sad.
So you're not on the Montgomery tours. You're not on the Montgomery tourist boards.
I don't think people in Montgomery are probably happy with some of the things I say. I'm disappointed. I mean, really, to this day, it upsets me. They changed Lanier High School. They actually shut it down. They changed the name of Robert E. Lee High School. They changed the name of Jeff Davis. That was
Robert Lee
is unbelievable.
Robert E. Lee is now Sarah Lee. Is that correct?
No,
nobody does it like her. I
don't even know what it is, but it upset a lot of people. Some of the jokes are good, some are not. It is what it is. Hey, Santa Claus coming a week from today. Cannot wait. You better be good. You better watch out. Lorelei Layton, Johnny, you better. Yesterday, I'm getting ready to jump in the shower, and I hear this on the door. I opened it up, my grandson there. I said, "What are you doing, big boy?" And get out of the shower, they're gone. They left. But we had to go to the doctor appointments. That's the reason they left. But hopefully we'll get to see him today. I think he's coming over today, Johnny is. But, man, you imagine, do you remember back the days when you were little and Christmas would come? I never forget, man, it was amazing. I get a brand new slingshot. I get a belt. The pet rock. We love the pet rock.
I used to get a belt too, but not in the way you're talking about.
Yeah, we'd unwrap the gift, and there'd be that rock there. And then we would have paint that we could paint faces on and things like that. That was some of the best gifts I've ever got.
Couldn't afford you a lump of coal?
No, he got the paddle with a little ball on it.
I got one of those. Those were nice. I remember those. Glenn, do you remember your favorite Christmas? Does any Christmases kind of stand out to you, what Santa Claus brought you?
No, they're all so good, Nowadays, like when my son was growing up, he wanted a computer, and we got the pickup sticks and the pogo stick and things like that, and then he's got a computer, and so I don't know. It's just wild.
Walkout, what's your best Christmas you remember? Well, I'm talking when you were little. I mean, not.
I used to get these. It was a double-decker metal gas station with these little plastic cars with metal wheels on it, and you had a little
Hot Wheels?
crank on it. No, they were 3 or 4 inches long. The gas station was about 2.5, and it was metal. And I used to beat the hell out of that thing everywhere I went. So for a couple of Christmases, I would get, among other things, Matchbox cars, but I would also get another new gas station. So before too long, I was like Exxon, and gas stations all over the place. Yeah. But I love that thing. I'll never forget it.
All right. Brian, you're younger than we are. What do you seriously, when Santa Claus would come, what do you remember? What's your best Christmas?
Oh, wow. I mean, again, I've said this before on the show. It's not so much Christmas morning. What I can remember being crazy excited about, and, anybody younger than 40 probably has no concept of what I'm about to say. It would happen about 6 weeks, 2 months before Christmas, when the Sears catalog arrived in the mail, that's as excited as I would get, because I would grab that sucker, I'd run to our rocking chair, and I would circle about half of that catalog. But that was what you did, and then, of course, then you'd go to the mall, and Santa Claus would be there, and you'd tell him half of the things you circled, and, like that. But that was... Like, I'm getting chills now. That was what I used to get really excited about. Christmas morning was always fun, especially when it became more fun when my younger brother got old, because he would get really excited about things too. But yeah, it was neat, and occasionally we'd travel, but most of them were at our house.
You know, awesome, the Sears catalog thing brings back other memories for me. That was our toilet paper.
Well, that was in January.
It was. It might be.
But yeah.
I remember this. We were in Lake Wells, Cape Coral. I remember Cape Coral. Christmas morning, it would still be dark, and Jared go get Jamie, wake her up, and they wouldn't turn any lights on. Then they had to go through the living room to get over to where our bedroom was, and they'd come running there, Daddy, I think Santa Claus came. Get up. Get up and turn the lights on, and to watch their expression, that was priceless, man. They were so happy.
I used to get through putting things together right as they would wake up. Boy, just about 3 minutes of sleep.
Santa Claus is coming a week from today, so you better be good.
With the way I would come out of my room, you could see, we had a fireplace in Mobile, one of the most useless things ever, but we have one. But you could see the fireplace. Like, our Christmas tree was in the living room, so you couldn't see it, but I'd turn that corner real slow, and I would look. If I could see things sticking out of the top of the stocking, it was going to be a good year.
Anyway, we hope you guys have a great Christmas. That's it for today. We're going to enjoy the rest of the day, go home. We get back. What we got on the phone with us, Glenn?
We have Coach Mike Memon, the head basketball coach at Bay High, who won a thriller against Arnold the other night, so I'll let him explain that. But I want to give one really quick. I got a text in that it was Liberty County girls 55, Franklin County girls 39. So thank you for sending that in. So
thank you so very much. Let's talk about some of our great people. Get out and support these people during Christmas break. The schools get out Friday. And again, 1 week from today, Santa Claus is coming. Get out to that Cajun place. You want a great time watching football games. You got 2 ball games. You got a bowl game tonight. But the big ones start Friday. The playoffs start Friday. Oklahoma hosting Alabama, 7 o'clock on ABC. Get the Cajun place. Wear your Oklahoma shirt, your Alabama shirt, your FA. Wear your colors, wherever you are. Wear it loud. Wear it proud. Get in that Cajun place. 50-cent wings. $5 pitchers. You can't beat that. That's on Saturdays and Sundays now. Yeah, you wouldn't believe the crowds there for NFL games. It's incredible. They got the North Shore Jazz Band playing from 10 to 12. They got brunches going on. Then 12 o'clock, the NFL package, 27-plus TVs. That Cajun place, go check it out. You'll be glad you did. Now, I got a couple other restaurants you got to go check out. Today, we will be there around 11:15. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. The best spaghetti, only on Wednesday. The world-famous J. Michael's Spaghetti, Wednesday for lunch and for dinner. The legendary J. Michael's on Panama City Beach. And then, of course, Pat Perno. We love Pat. City Commissioner Lynn Haver does an incredible job over there. He's also got one of the best restaurants, if not the best, in the Bay County. The key word here is Lynn Haven. Lynn Haven Beef Brady's. The food is incredible. The service is unbelievable. TV's everywhere. Great place to go watch all bowl games. I got to get Laura Late and Johnny over there. I forgot to take my grandkids over there.
And then you can also run for mayor while you're there. So
I am going to run for mayor of Panama City Beach. Are we breaking the news today? My campaign manager here is going to break it. No, we got to get Richard Sanders to do that.
Yeah,
he's retired. He's got time. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
Not only are we talking about the Kansas City Chiefs having several significant streaks snapped, we're talking about how this Mahomes injury is going to impact them in 2026 and beyond. It feels like the death of the dynasty as we know it. Are they going to be able to have a second act like we've seen the New England Patriots and other NFL dynasties have in the past?
Evan Canty and Michelle. Weekdays 5 to 7 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, mostly clouds and a high of 66 with a gentle breeze at 9 miles per hour coming out of the east. For tonight, clouds and a low near 57. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy in the morning and then moderate rain and a high around 69. For Friday, light sprinkles and a high of 65. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory or visit online, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
For a limited time, Krispy Kreme Donuts presents the Charlie Brown and Peanuts Christmas Donut Collection. Including Snoopy cookies and cream donut, Charlie Brown ornament donut, Christmas wreath donut, and 2 returning treats. All available now through December 24th at Krispy Kreme Donuts in front of HCA Hospital, 23rd Street, Panama City, and the Ross Clark Circle in Dothan. Krispy Kreme Donuts, since 1937, where you get them hot.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael studio, where it's beginning to look a lot like cocktails. Lots and lots of cocktails. Merry Christmas from ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The legendary 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Give us a call today at 8 o'clock. We're going to give back to you. We're going to give you some nice gifts to appreciate you guys listening as you go to work, as you go to school. And hopefully my beautiful grandkids are listening, Lorelei, Layton, and Johnny. Love them. A week from today, Santa Claus is coming. Can't wait for that. But we got a lot of great things going over when break is out, when we got the kids are out of school. And when we want to really pump up this Bay High School basketball tournament, because this used to be
Bay High Barnstorm.
That used to be a huge deal, and they're trying to bring it back and get it huge again. Let's introduce our guest.
Well, we have Coach Mike Memon, who is the head basketball coach at Bay High School, who is now on blood pressure medicine after the last 2 games. So, but anyway, Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing better today. Thanks, guys.
I know it. Go ahead. You start off with Friday and just kind of fill us in on Monday, and then we can go to future.
Yeah, Friday was that was Mosley at home. What a great atmosphere. Thanks to Bay County for all coming out. I mean, we had a gym that was standing room only, and we got a pretty big gym. So great atmosphere.
Host 2,000. So yeah.
But anytime we got a county rival, like Mosley, bigger school, and those games have kind of been like that the last couple of years. So just a hard-fought battle, game of runs. We came out early hot and made a little run to start, and they came back, and we kind of went up 7 in the third. They came back, and then we had a big contribution from Maddox Memon. He led all scorers with 26, and he did a great job of keeping us there, and they had a shot to tie it at the buzzer and missed it, and we walked away with a win. So went home, took my blood pressure medicine, and did it again on Monday against Arnold.
Yeah, Monday was really exciting.
Yeah, Monday, we had Arnold come in. Arnold, man, they're good too. They came in, I think at the time they were 6-1, 7-1, and playing with a lot of confidence. Coach Wolf's done a good job over there, and getting those guys believing they can win. And they came into our building, and they didn't quit, and got up 10 on us in the third. And I didn't think we played particularly well, but I give Arnold a lot of credit for that too. They did some things defensively that kind of shut down some of the things that we like to do, and we just kind of had to grind, and the kids found a way to get it to overtime, and then once we were in overtime, we were kind of looking like second overtime maybe, and then A.J. Burgess just made a huge steal, made a play it there with 1 second left, and he had a great game for us. He ended up, I think, with 18 and 13, and just a monster night, but I'll gladly take the win.
Well, that's good. So, yeah, I know. I'm sure you're over there. You don't have any fingernails left or anything, but good. So what's coming up? Do you play Friday or Saturday, or what's going on?
Yeah, we're taking a trip after exams this week. We're going over to Orange Beach. We'll play in the Mako Christmas Classic. So we're going to play Huntsville out of Alabama, the first game. We'll play them Friday. Really, really good basketball program, powerhouse program in Alabama. They were actually in the Max Preps top 25 in the country last year. Now they've lost some guys, but they're still really, really good. And then it's bracket play from there, so we can wind up playing either Scottsboro or Selma the next round. But 18 bracket, we'll play Friday, Saturday, stay over Sunday, and then play Monday before we head back home and get ready for the Barnstorm.
Right, yeah. Talk a little bit about the Barnstorm, the admission, or do you have...
Yeah, a lot of people want to know the price. You can play one prize, get into all the games. You got to pay every time you go.
Right, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, sure. So we've got the Barnstorm starting on the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st. The games will start. We'll have JV kick it off at 1:30. We sell a week pass for $30. Which will save you about $5 by buying a day ticket. But you get to come in and you get to watch all the games. There'll be 4 varsity games each day. We have teams coming in from Beach, Tennessee.
Man, that's
a very good program.
That's Nashville. Yeah.
They've got a 6'9" kid that's committed to Wofford. Really good player. We've got Smith Station out of Alabama. They're ranked 5th in their class in Alabama. East Lake is ranked in the top 10 in 6A from Tampa, Tarpon Springs down there. We've got Tipton Rosemark coming from Tennessee as well. They're coming down. And then we've got some local teams, us, Bozeman, Crestview, and then St. Joe will fill in the last day for us. But it's going to be a good week of basketball. It usually is. And good environment, good chance, to get out after hanging around the house for a couple days, eating and opening presents. So the fans will get to come see some good basketball for sure.
Yeah. Now, are y'all selling T-shirts or anything, or is it?
Excuse me.
Are y'all selling T-shirts or anything like that?
We'll have tons of stuff for sale. We don't have a Barnstorm T-shirts. We'll have our Bay High merch on sale at the concession stand, and we'll have a bunch of these teams that'll be able to just do different things around the community with different sponsors and things like that have helped out. So
let's go ahead and do it one more time. Tell us the date of the first game, 4 games every day, and when does the tournament end?
Well, there'll be 4 varsity games. So the first day is the 29th. The first varsity game will be at 3 o'clock. JV starts at 1:30. We'll have Beach, Tennessee. Beach is coming down. They brought their JV. They brought their boys varsity, their girls varsities over there in Moses tournament. They're bringing everybody. So their JV is going to play at 1:30 on the 29th, and then after that, it starts at 3, 4:30, 6, and 7:30. The 29th and the 30th. The 31st, it'll start at 12. We're trying to get some teams out of here for New Year's Eve. But those 3 dates, that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Shoot, that's a good price. $30. That's a good deal.
It is. It
really is. Especially if you love watching basketball. Let me ask you this before we let you go today. I know the season's young. You haven't seen everybody played yet. But what's the word? Do we have many Division I players or big-time players that you'll be facing this year? Anybody around the county or around the Panhandle of Florida we need to know a name of that's a really good ball player?
I don't know that we have any Division I type talents around the Panhandle. I know as we get into tournament play this week, we're going to see some guys. Like Huntsville's got a 6'9" post player, 6'8" post player. Those guys are low major guys. But, I don't know about as far as the Panhandle. We've got some really good players. There's some really good players that'll probably play at the next level at some level. I just don't know that we have anybody at the top level around here.
Or is it true y'all going to put the rock in the gym? Glenn's name will be on a rock in the gym floor. Is that any truth to that?
Is that a chunk of coal?
I don't know that we're going to do that. I've been trying to get him to name a stall.
He wants it on right in the middle of the court.
Exactly. Stall in the bathroom would be perfect.
Anyway. Hey, Coach, we appreciate you, man. Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you when we get back after Christmas break, okay?
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. All right, and anybody else out there that knows of a basketball tournament you want us to talk about, we'll be glad to. I think Moses got a girls.
They got. I'm sure they got mixed. What about the Arnold? They still having their tournament?
Again, if anybody knows of anything out there, give me a call. We'll let you know about that.
I haven't seen anything on that. They usually have a pretty good size one.
I've gone national now. I'm doing NBA. We're about to
Joe Hollywood over
there. Anyway, all right, so about some of our great people we got. Dr. Ward, 7:30. He's getting ready to call in. We're going to get his picks on the bowl games and the big ones, the playoff games. Who's going to win the national championship? He's going to let you know that here in a second. Also, don't forget, skin cancer can be deadly. If you're listening to him right now or listen to our beautiful voice, there's an office near you. Don't put it off. All it takes is 5 minutes. 5 minutes can save your life. Go see Dr. Ward. You'll be glad you did. Also, the legendary Max Fit Sports Nutrition, 2 great locations. Jason Kovalesi does a wonderful job. He knows what I love Jason. He's in here every Tuesday, every Friday. If you want an edge for your son or daughter involved in sports, go visit with him. He'll talk to you about training. He'll talk to you about what you should and shouldn't eat. Stay off sugar. He also talked to you about nutrition, the supplements that would be good for you. The guy's incredible. Listen again to him every Tuesday, Friday, right here. Max Fit Sports Nutrition, Pier Park, 23rd Street. I'll get it out here in a minute. Also, don't forget about Newbies, 4 wonderful locations. I love John and Charlotte. They're always giving back to the community. Let's make sure we go support them. Glenn, what's your favorite?
Well, let me tell you, it's on the bay. It's on the bay. I tell you right there on the blue building. And, man, I tell you what, when you crawl across the street like I do, you can see the water. It's a great view. But anyway, it's a great place. You'll love it. They treat you just like family there, too, so you enjoy it.
Yeah, and that Newbies, too, the place to go watch all sporting events. Head on down to the mothership for the best entertainment in the Southeast every single night. We'll be right back. 104.3. You've been waiting for him. He's coming. The one and only Dr. Ward. Play that Christmas music, baby.
Kids are playing, carol singers going by, people flying in, mom and dad in town. Feel that love.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Colin Cowherd. Rich Paul was right, even if he said something that was uncomfortable, which is, the Lakers are not built to win a championship. They're just not good enough, especially on defense. Since LeBron returned, they're 26th defensively. They don't do anything right. Defend the rim, defend the perimeter, defend the point.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Weekdays at 1.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
Hale's here, you don't need to worry. If you're stuck without any heat, we'll be there in a hurry. Hale's here to help you right away. We'll be there to fix you up, call the Happy Face Truck today. Yes, Hale's here, so never fear, call the Happy Face Truck today. Hiller!
Happy holidays from the Hiller family. Take advantage of our current specials and deals at happyhiller.com.
If you got more A's on your truck than you did in high school, you might be a Bama fan. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Watching the flakes fall to the ground, hoping that Santa comes around. It's all gone. Beautiful smell, Christmas trees, bringing me back those memories.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest. What is that? Throw that record and break that one. That's terrible. Good Lord.
All of them are.
All right, let's bring
636 of them.
Let's bring Dr. Ward on right now. Doc, let's jump into these bowl games. I want your predictions because I want to get, as soon as we get through doing this, we got to get the playoff predictions, what's going on. But I will give you a few minutes. Anything you want to share with us before we get rolling?
Oh, I got nothing. It's a dead period right now for most of my kids' sports, so it's really nice not to have to cart them around to various activities.
All right, let's get going. The one and only, the powerhouse, the Harvard of the South, Southern Mississippi versus Western Kentucky, New Orleans Bowl. Doc, what's going to happen? We just named Blake Anderson, the head football coach there. Our coach left, went to Memphis. Western Kentucky has owned us in the past. Who do you like in this one?
It's kind of crazy with these bowl games. You don't know which players are opting out and which ones are playing, and who knows. I'm going to go with the closer team to where the bowl's being played. Say Southern Miss.
Good man. Good man. Brian.
I just never like a situation like this where the coach is leaving. There's uncertainty. I like Blake, but give me Western Kentucky.
Glenn Manley.
I had never played Southern Miss, but we played Western, so I'm taking Western Kentucky.
Good pick. They usually beat us, to be honest with you. All right, I'm not going to pick all the bowl games, just some of the big ones. The ones I thought were big. All right, two of the biggest names in all of college football playing a historical Pinstripe Bowl game I think it's in New York.
Yep.
We got Penn State versus Clemson. I believe Dabo's the best coach or one of the best coaches around. Who do you like in this one, Doc?
I got to go with Clemson. Penn State probably reeling from the fact they didn't sign any high school recruits this year. So, let's go with Clemson.
Glenn?
Well, it's going to be cold. I don't know how Clemson's going to react to that, but I'm going to stick with the ACC. I'll go Clemson.
Brian?
Clemson doesn't typically have a lot of people opt out of their bowl games. I imagine Penn State will, just with the circumstances, so I'm going to take Clemson as well.
All right, let's jump down to the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Let's talk about Georgia Tech versus BYU.
Brown sugar and cinnamon.
Oh. Georgia Tech has lost some of their coaches, I believe, off that staff. Doc, who you like in this one, Georgia Tech or BYU?
BYU's kept their coaching staff together, and I believe I heard a statistic in the Texas Tech game where over 50% of their kids are Mormon, and I bet those Mormons ain't opting out. So anyway, I'm going to go with BYU.
All right. Brian?
It's tough because I don't want Richard mad at me, but I think BYU's out to prove something. I really do. And the only loss they had this year was to Texas Tech, but it was twice. I'm going to take BYU here in what'll probably be one of the better bowl games of the season.
Come on, Glenn. Who are you going to go with?
Well, I'm going to the ACC. I'm going to go with Georgia Tech, even though I like the chances of BYU.
I like the coach of Georgia Tech. All right, let's jump down to the Gator Bowl. You got Missouri. Everybody kind of wanted coach. Michigan's still flirting with him. He just signed a $10.5 million new contract with Missouri. I don't think he's going to go to Michigan. Doc, who do you like, the SEC or the ACC? They're playing Virginia. Virginia had a really good year this year.
Man, Virginia couldn't even beat Duke, for crying out loud. They got no shot to beat Missouri. Missouri's going to win big.
SEC, baby. I love it. I love it. Brian, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to take Missouri as well.
Glenn,
I'm going ACC.
ACC, Virginia. Wow.
Listen, I'm getting a cut of all this ACC picks.
You must getting something. The Texas Bowl, Lane Kiffin will not be coaching in it. Matter of fact, the assistant coach, interim head coach, will be coaching at Ole Miss next year. They're going after each other's coaching staff. This thing's getting ugly at Ole Miss and LSU. Who's going to win this game? LSU with a new staff? Well, with the same staff that had them late in the year, or Houston?
I'm shocked that Houston is a favorite in this game. I just think LSU has better talent on the field, and I think LSU's pumped up that they won the Lane Kiffin sweepstakes. So I'm gonna say LSU plays well and wins the game.
That SEC love is unbelievable. I don't know. I think a lot of those guys are not playing. Who you like, Brian?
Yeah, that's my worry here. Is I think LSU's gonna have a lot of kids opt out. I'm going to stick true to my little theory here, and I'll take Houston.
All right, Glenn?
Now I'm going to take Houston also.
Oh, we got haters. Okay. Music City, Tennessee Volunteers, one of Brian's most favorite teams of all time, versus Illinois. Big Ten versus SEC. Doc, who's going to win this one? Tennessee just fired their defensive coordinator, by the way.
I'm sticking with that.
Good, man. I love that love. I love that loyalty.
Blown out every time they played a team that was decent. So, Tennessee's going to score 60.
I love the love you have for the SEC.
But they may lose by 1.
Who you got, Brian?
I like Bielema. I like what he's done at Illinois overall. It has been a weird year for them. I don't think Tennessee gets 60, but I don't think Illinois can quite score with them. So I'm going to take Tennessee here, as much as that hurts.
Wow, record this. Brian, go in.
I'm going to take the no orange sucks like a big orange, but I'm going to take the big orange here.
Tennessee,
they're both
Tennessee winning.
I know it.
All right.
I was hoping you'd catch that, but it went right over his head.
USC versus TCU. I just did this because I kind of like USC. I've always followed them. Now they used to be the Pac-12, now the Big Ten. TCU, we all know, was a Cinderella team that got destroyed in the national championship series against Georgia. Who you like, Doc? USC, Southern Cal, or you got TCU?
Yeah, I think USC's got too much talent to lose to TCU, so I'm going to go with USC.
USC's got a ton of momentum because they just, hit it out of the stadium with their recruiting class, and Riley's not going to leave because I just think they've got so much momentum and positive vibes around the program right now. They're going to get that one done.
USC, Glenn.
USC, baby.
Trojans, baby. Get it done. Big Ten wins another one. All right. The Quest Bowl. Vandy got robbed. They got robbed. They're a playoff team.
Oh, good Lord.
Who's going to win this one, Vandy or Iowa? Iowa's a solid program now. They play good football, physical football.
Vandy will win convincingly.
Woo, love it. Vandy. Brian.
I actually like Iowa this year in general. It's to me, it's a question of Pavia. If he can refocus and kind of get that edge back instead of, bring in the Manziel aspects in the show part of it. I think he got humbled a little bit, in the media, so I think he'll just have that normal edge back. I'll take Vandy, but Iowa's going to give them a fight. They're a tough football team.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, Iowa's scored a lot more points this year than in the past, but I'm still going to go with Vandy because I'm from Nashville. I can't.
Y'all realize that head coach at Iowa's won more conference games than Woody Hayes.
We have been not playing the conference.
He's also older than Woody Hayes.
Yeah, he coached long.
And he hadn't slugged anybody yet.
Sun Bowl, Arizona State. Their coach is flirting with Michigan. Will he leave and take the Michigan job, or they're going to give him more money? There's a lot more money at Michigan. If I'm him, it's a no-brainer. I'm getting. Even though he played there at Arizona State, I'd go to Michigan if I was him. Who do you like, Duke or Arizona State? Sun Bowl.
Really interesting game here because Arizona State can play really, really well. They're the only ones that beat Texas Tech this year, but they also can play really, really bad. Mississippi State beat them. So Duke is a lot more consistent. I actually really liked what I saw from Duke out of the ACC championship game. So Coach Manley and I can both pick an ACC team here. I'm going with Duke.
Duke. Brian. Arizona State's still pretty tough.
Yeah, I like Arizona State. I was a little worried about the Dillingham thing, but I think he's sticking around. And Arizona State got a lot better as the season went on. Of course, they did hand Texas Tech their only loss of the year, though it was without their starting quarterback. I'm going to take Arizona State here, but again, this one should be a pretty good game.
Yeah. And I think there'll be more Arizona State fans there than
it should be in El Paso.
I'm going to take Duke. Dillingham's left a couple of schools to get to Arizona State. So
Doc,
that's his alma mater, though.
I'm interested in this one. What's going to happen in this bowl game? You don't have a head coach. Yeah, you're the most scandalized school in history of college football, it seems like. Every other day there's something coming new out there. Your coach is in prison or whatever. Does Michigan rally and show the world that we are a good program and they beat Texas, or to put it on Michigan? The bowl game we're talking about is a Citrus Bowl. Who's going to win? That's a good. I've been to that bowl game several times. I like going down there in Orlando. Who's going to win this one? Texas, big, or Michigan?
Yeah, I've been following this whole Sharon Moore thing, and it seems pretty bad there at Michigan. I think a lot of the players are really upset. Their interim coach shouldn't judge a book by the cover, but man, that dude hadn't seen a Whataburger that he never stopped at. I think Sark and Texas put a beat down on Michigan.
And really, did you hear the reason they did hire the guy? It made me mad when somebody said this. They hired him because they felt like the way he looked, they wouldn't be an issue like they're dealing with now. I thought that was bad.
That's a DEI hire if I ever heard it.
Somebody actually put that out there. It's like
fat shaming.
Yeah, why would somebody say that? I didn't like that. I shouldn't have. And I'm sorry I repeated.
Yeah, I saw who put it out. It was J.Hale.
Who you got?
Well, you always say, listen to Coach Spurrier. He knows, and he famously said you can't spell citrus without UT. Now, I know he meant a different UT, but I'm going to stick with it. Texas here.
Big. Longhorn.
Well, I'm going to pick Texas because the coach from Michigan is going to be on the Orange Blossom Trail there most of the night. So anyway, so I'm picking.
How do you
Texas.
know about what's down on that trail?
I should not.
You've been in those coaching clinics.
Going to hell. Tell
Texas big. All right. We get back with Doc. Oh, one more, real quick. The last one I'm going to do. Las Vegas Bowl. Causing Nebraska. I've always enjoyed watching Nebraska play over the years. And their coach they're playing against is retiring. Whittingham's out at Utah. Really, what a coach. What a great coach he is. I'm sure his kids are going to rally and play really hard for him that last game. Who's going to win this game, Doc? Nebraska or Utah?
Well, I don't even know if Nebraska's going to have their QB because the Raiola said he's going to the portal. He's probably opting out. I think Utah plays hard for Coach Whittingham, and I think they killed Nebraska too.
Well, Raiola was hurt, so he was going to be out anyway. But I do think that was a pretty significant morale kick to Nebraska, which isn't good. And, I think Utah is going to play their hardest game ever, trying to send Whittingham out a winner.
Glenn, he gave you some good advice. Nebraska quarterback's not playing. You still got Nebraska?
No, I never had Nebraska.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know how tough Utah fights. So Utah.
We get back what you've been waiting for, the playoffs. We got a little bracket here. They're going to tell you who's going to win the national championship when we get back. You listen to 104 Point. Doc, what's the best way to get up with the legendary Dr. Ward?
Give us a call at 233-3376. You can see us at one of our 8 area convenient locations in Port St. Joe, Panama City Beach, Watersound, Santa Rosa Beach, Defuniak Springs, Bonifay, or Mariana.
Okay, guys, get your pencils out and get ready to go. We'll be right. Let's just go to the break real quick. Now, 8 o'clock, we're going to give back to all you listeners. Give us a call at 8 o'clock. Be the 10th caller, and you're going to have a great surprise. I guarantee you. You won't be disappointed. We'll be right back with Dr. Ward talking about the brackets, the college playoffs. Be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Home for college football. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Round 1 of the college football playoff starts Friday with the Alabama Crimson Tide facing the Oklahoma Sooners.
There's an interception. Down the sideline, he may go. Touchdown, Eli Bowen.
Alabama comes in favored by 1.5 points against Oklahoma.
And we'll have kickoff at 7.
Right here on your spot for the college football playoffs.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, mostly clouds and a high of 66 with a gentle breeze at 9 miles per hour coming out of the east. For tonight, clouds and a low near 57. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy in the morning and then moderate rain and a high around 69. For Friday, light sprinkles and a high of 65. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Looking for dependable civil construction in the Florida Panhandle? CBC Construction has you covered. From land clearing and drainage to roads and underground utilities, CBC delivers high-quality work on time and on budget. Locally owned and operated, CBC is trusted by schools, developers, and municipalities. To learn more, call CBC Construction 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com. That's cbcconstruction.com.
Take this Christmas to the next level
And give the gift of profound tranquility with a virtual reality bodywork relaxing massage, new modality therapy, or a Reiki star cluster of healing stones from Panhandle Meditation Clinic. Schedule a solo or couples session, plus a Christmas getaway massage party with friends, now available at Panhandle Meditation Clinic. Use their mobile services or book your cosmic experience in the Youngstown studio at panhandlemeditation.com.
This is Coach Stephen Pearl, your home for Auburn basketball on the Panhandle. This is 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Bringing back Santa Claus 1 week from today. You better be good, because he knows if you have or not. Let's bring Dr. Ward. Dr. Ward's been really good. I know Santa Claus is going to visit him. This guy's incredible. Doc, let's get rolling. We got 3 people. They're going to give us their selection. Let's start out with the 11 o'clock game. No, let's start with Friday night. Alabama on the road. I watched the game twice now. I've got reports from practice. The offensive coordinator of Alabama yesterday said, Jamie was in there, interviewed him, said, we have got to do a great job getting our checkoffs and getting them done quickly. We can't be getting penalties. We can't get confused. If we can do things like that, I feel really good. But if we don't, that's going to be critical. We got to get the checkoffs right. They had a problem with that with the clock management in the first game against them. They're healthier than they've been in a while. Doc, who do you like, Oklahoma or Alabama, to move on?
I really think having Jam Miller back and healthy is huge for Alabama. I think he's kind of the key ingredient that they were missing against Georgia when they couldn't move the ball. Really, the key to this game is going to be the first team that scores 20 points is going to win. And I just like I like Ty Simpson. That he's been a little off lately. I heard maybe he was dealing with injury, so I think the week off is really going to be helpful for Alabama. And I think they get their act together and win a close one in Norman.
Alabama goes on to the Rose Bowl 100 years ago today. In 2025, they won their national championship out in the Rose Bowl 100 years ago. Glenn Manley, write down your paper. Who are you selecting, Oklahoma or Alabama?
If they run the ball on first down with Jam, I think they're going to do it because that gives them yardage to start to throw. I'm going to pick Alabama.
Brian, break it down.
I think Alabama really did not deal well with the week off the first time around because they've been a different team since that week off, and we thought the same thing. They were going to get healthy and be good for them, and they just lost a lot of momentum. Ironically, this could be the flip, and they could come back around. They always say it's tough to beat a team twice, and Alabama kind of dominated the game, and so you would think Alabama would have a great shot here. But by the same token, Oklahoma didn't play very well offensively and still won the game. They're going to be at home. Mm-hmm. They're coming off 2 weeks off, whereas Alabama played Georgia. That's always physical. I'm playing a little reverse psychology here myself. I believe Oklahoma is going to win this game in a very close one, so I'm going to take Oklahoma.
Okay, the big one Saturday morning, 11 o'clock. That Cajun place, we'll be down there. Come visit with us. Wear your school colors. Miami got a great up front on both sides of the ball, playing Texas A&M at Texas A&M, 11 o'clock Saturday morning. Doc, who's going to win this ball game?
Well, the last time Miami went to Texas to play a road game, they lost to a very mediocre SMU team. Miami did not travel outside of the state of Florida for very many games. And if I'm remembering right, during the season, they lost half the games where they did travel outside of the state of Florida. So I like the home field advantage at A&M. I think A&M gets it done, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do it in a convincing fashion.
We got to go quick.
Momentum. Miami's riding as high as they have all year. A&M coming off of that loss, didn't get in the SEC championship. I think this is my upset. I think Miami wins in College Station.
I'm going ACC Miami.
All right, let's go real quick. Tulane, Ole Miss. Doc, who you like? Doc?
He's trying to figure out why you'd ask him such a crazy question.
Sorry, signal cut out. What'd you say?
Tulane Ole Miss. You got Ole Miss?
I got Ole Miss, but I think Tulane covers that 17-point spread.
All right, the one I'm not even going to watch. James Madison, Oregon.
Oregon.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you guys. Right. I think we got 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, good. And real quick, everybody got Oregon?
Oregon, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, everybody got Ole Miss? You got Tulane?
Yeah, Ole Miss, but I agree it's going to be a lot tighter than people think. I got Ole Miss
also.
Okay, with y'all selection, that means we're going to start in the Cotton Bowl. Ohio State playing Texas A&M. Doc, who wins this one?
I think Ohio State gets the best A&M. It's a little too good.
Okay, let's go. Ole Miss goes down to New Orleans to play Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Doc, who wins this one? Got that right. Kirby Smart and the Dogs. Anybody else?
That dog's been fixed.
That sounded like a Brindle, not a Bulldog.
Well, let me go back. Everybody got Ohio State?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't beaten Miami.
Beat Miami. Okay, Ohio State goes on. Ole Miss, Georgia. Everybody got Georgia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to this one. Alabama goes to Rose Bowl. It's been 100 years. They went down there and they won their first Rose Bowl game, and they won the national championship that year. Doc, can Bama shock the world and beat the number 1 team in the country, Indiana, in the Rose Bowl? Who wins?
I actually think Alabama gets the best of Indiana, too.
Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide.
Indiana's good and all, but if you look at it, man, they needed heroics to beat Penn State. Ohio State was a little off. I know they have a good defense, but, I mean, they only scored, 13 points in that game. So, yeah, I think Alabama shocks the world and beats Indiana.
All right, Brian, who you got?
See, I got them playing Oklahoma, and this is a game I cannot figure because Venables will give Mendoza fits. God. I don't want to take chalk here. Oh, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Indiana to get back. I could easily see Oklahoma or Alabama beating Indiana.
All right, you got Indiana going on.
Yeah.
All right.
They're good.
Indiana's got that momentum. I could have been a contender, but I think Alabama kicks them. I think Bama gets it.
Ooh, Alabama goes on to play. Wow.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So we got Ohio State, Georgia playing. Oh, wait a minute.
Another game.
Oregon, and Texas Tech. Oregon, Texas Tech. Who's going to win that one, Doc?
This is my upset pick because I think Texas Tech is really good.
Yeah, especially on defense.
I think they can score points. I think they can play good defense, and I think Oregon probably goes in thinking that they're going to win. Everybody patting them on the back, and I think they get a rude awakening, and Texas Tech knocks them out.
All right, Oregon or Texas Tech?
I agree. I love Texas Tech this year.
Texas or Texas?
Texas Tech because they still owe Mike Leach money, but anyway.
All right, y'all see that coming.
It's funny, though, because last year 1, 2, 3, 4 all lost, and this year I got them all winning.
All right, let's go down to the Fiesta Bowl. Georgia, Kirby Smart, nothing but a winner, playing the Buckeyes, defending national champ. Who wins this ball game? Who plays for the national championship, Doc?
Hey, man, Georgia is peaking at the right time. Georgia has, beat the wheels off of Texas when Texas was getting better. They make Alabama look like they don't even belong in the playoffs, and you're hearing about my picks. I think Alabama is actually a pretty good team. So I think Georgia beats Ohio State.
Man, we might have a three-peat. Georgia and Bama, the national champion. Who knows? Georgia beats Ohio State. Brian, do you agree with that?
I actually do. I picked Georgia before the season, although I thought they wouldn't go to the SEC championship and would win the national. So I'm going to stick with Georgia here.
Glenn. Georgia Bulldogs. They make it to the national championship game. Who will they play? We got Alabama playing Texas Tech. Who's going to win this game, Doc?
This is where Alabama's and Kalen DeBoer's run comes to an end. I for some reason, I just
turn
really
the phone
like
off.
Texas Tech.
Turn it down.
really
I agree with Doc.
really like Texas Tech.
We agree. I agree with
Texas
Doc.
Tech.
Texas Tech, yeah.
However, I have Indiana playing Texas Tech, and if Indiana gets by Oklahoma, as much as I like Texas Tech, I actually think Indiana gets through Tech, and I have Indiana going to the championship game.
All right, Brian's got Indiana and Georgia playing for it.
Correct.
Everybody else in here is
Texas Tech and
Georgia and
Georgia.
Texas Tech. Doc, between Georgia and Texas Tech, who wins the 2025 national championship?
As much as it pains me to pick them, I think Georgia wins it all again.
Again. UGA. Unbelievable. SEC. Brian, who wins the national championship? But tell everybody who you got. You got Indiana.
Well, I have Georgia beating Indiana here because, I think Georgia will beat Indiana. Honestly, if I hadn't picked Georgia before the year, I probably would have had Ohio State in this game, but I'll say Georgia wins the whole thing.
All right, Glenn Manley. Who wins the national championship, Texas Tech or Georgia?
Bulldogs, baby.
Bulldogs own the world. Unbelievable. Could it be an Alabama-Georgia for the third time this year? Could that happen?
Negative.
No.
It could. But I think Texas Tech is going to beat Alabama.
But it also could be a repeat of the Big Ten championship.
Could.
Indiana and Ohio State. Y'all not giving much love to Buckeyes.
No.
Unbelievable. How much time we got?
It could be Tulane James Madison.
Doc, we got about a minute to go. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, a Happy New Year, because we're going to be out until we get the kids back in school. I hope you enjoy it. Are y'all going anywhere, doing anything? What time you want me over?
Yeah, we're taking a little post-Christmas trip to Central Europe, so gonna have a good time. Spend New Year's in Prague. So we'll be doing a little something. And hey, back to Ohio State. Look at it, man. They played two pretty good teams this year. Both times they failed to score more than what they didn't even make it to 20. So I think Ohio State's good.
We lost him again.
Jason Coleski cut him off. All right, listen, skin cancer can be deadly. 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. If it doesn't look right, feel right, go see Dr. Ward. That might save your life. It's something you don't want to play around with. The Houston strength coach died of this stuff. It can get in your ear, get in your head. It can be deadly. Go see Dr. Ward. He's the best at what he does. Speaking of the best of what to do, Kyle Vandergriff does an unbelievable job. You're looking for a roof, it's Vandy Roofing. TK Vandy Roofing, general contracting. They design it, they build, commercial, residential. They do it all. Do you want that yard like Glenn Manley's? You want to look like a golf course? It can. All you got to do is call local. Yeah, it's local. Nobody gets more local than Patrick. Patrick does an unbelievable job. Turf Pro Pest Control #1. Not even close. You got bugs in the house. You got bugs in the yard. Call Patrick. They'll be gone for good. He'll come up with a game plan. He'll execute it perfectly, and you'll have no more problems at all. Pat, we love you. Listen to him every Monday morning right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Turf Pro Pest Control #1. Steve's Bike Shop. I love him. He is local like you cannot be local. The guy's unbelievable. He coaches at Mosley High School swim team coach over there, does an incredible job. They've been in business since 1979. Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street, right across the street from Sam's. They got a selection of new and used electrical bikes, old standard bikes. They do it all. Christmas is, Santa Claus is coming in 1 week from today. Go see Steve. We'll be right back. Glenn, Brian, give me y'all's page. We get back. Give us a call. We're going to give back to you. We love you. We appreciate you. We respect you. Give us a call right now.
You want to start that now?
Yes.
Start it now.
Do it now.
All right. You can win some great prizes here at ESPN 104.5. You can win a gift certificate from the Boot Store, Anytime Fitness, Buffalo Rock, and Ferrucci's Restaurant, Italian restaurant. And all you got to do is dial this number, the caller number 10 at 215-6290, 215-6290. Merry Christmas, caller 10.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The Coach James Hale Show.
Go Dogs! Go Dogs!
Take the over on alcohol consumption. They drank out the Nashville last time they were there.
They're started right now.
Hey, go Dogs!
Go Dogs!
Weekday morning 7 to 9. On 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, mostly clouds and a high of 66 with a gentle breeze at 9 miles per hour coming out of the east. For tonight, clouds and a low near 57. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy in the morning and then moderate rain and a high around 69. For Friday, light sprinkles and a high of 65. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Toyotathon is on at Panama City Toyota, where you can get 1.99% APR on a new Camry and get $500 in holiday cash. Get 3.49% APR on a new Corolla and get $500 in holiday cash. Get 1.99% on a new Tacoma, plus $1,000 in holiday cash. And 1.99% on a new Tundra, plus you'll get $1,000 in holiday cash. Shake up your holidays at Toyotathon.
Offers expire January 5th. Visit PanamaCityToyota.com for details.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WPO2 Port St. John. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida.
For exciting college football, the best boiled seafood, and the most game day fun, it's Lone Star Boil House. Watch the games on their huge Jumbotron. Challenge your friends to beer pong, cornhole, and oversized Connect 4 in their new adult lounge. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals incredible wings, best boiled seafood, and a new breakfast. Saturday and Sunday starting at 9. Crush the follow on Facebook to catch huge game day specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
He's a 10-foot-tall, barrel-chested beast man who showers in vodka and feeds his baby shrimp scampi.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Please welcome.
Ain't gonna hurt.
Live and local from the J. Michaels studio, the Coach James Hale Show, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
We got a winner right here. We appreciate our winners. We appreciate people listening. We're trying to give back the much as we can. We had more, but Wildcat took some of the prizes home, and we don't have them anymore, so we couldn't give everything we had.
Keep working
it is
for nothing,
Christmas,
Coach.
and you wanted your family to have gifts. I understand it. I won't tell Randy. Who's on the phone? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are y'all? This is the greatest radio station in town.
I don't recognize that voice.
Yeah.
Could you give us your name?
Oh, this is Rob Bauer. Good morning.
Rob!
I needed some stocking stuffers.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so glad you won. You've been so good to us. Where are the donuts at?
No.
I'm on my way to Bluntstown. Y'all are in the wrong direction.
Oh, man.
Hey, well, listen, what time are we going to Ferrucci's to eat? That's what we want to know.
Well, I don't know. I tried meeting y'all last week over there at J. Michaels, but they were closed on Tuesday for some reason.
No, that was Monday. They were closed on Monday.
Was it Monday?
Yeah, they were closed on Monday. Hey, let me ask you something.
Okay.
Who's going to win the cut to the chase? Who's going to play for the national championship? Who wins it this year?
Well, if I'm going to say it's got to be Georgia, and I don't know. I hadn't even looked at the brackets, how it's going to work out. They may have to play each other before then. Illinois and Georgia, I would think, would be the two best teams.
Indiana. Yeah, that could happen.
Indiana.
Yeah, that could happen.
I think they're the two strongest teams to that, so the rest, anybody, in the top 4 or 5 could win it, but they got to play, consistently. And here's what's always happened. You got that long week ahead. Everybody gets to plan against each other and scheme and all that sort of stuff. When the real true teams start showing up, it's the second and third game.
Yeah.
When you don't have, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to plan and scheme and go.
Yeah.
So, but I'm looking forward to Friday night. I want to see. I think that's going to be a good game, and I just don't think that, I don't think Ole Miss is going to be much. They got so much turmoil. I don't think they're going to be a factor anymore. So, and Ohio State, you never know. They're beatable. We found that out.
Yeah, with all the talent in the world, they lost to Indiana, to a pretty good Indiana team. Yeah.
Well, I think Indiana is better than what everybody gives them, and they're hungry. you know.
Yeah, I think, honestly, if you break down the best coaches in this tournament, he might be the best of him and Kirby are the two best in my opinion, the two best coaches in this thing.
In regards to what you say is that they haven't been through the gauntlet that, Georgia and Alabama and them have, by this time, when you start getting into the 15th, 16th game, you are beat to death.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. All right, we got the Alabama update, Rob. I want to ask you this. If you're Alabama, and I'll tell you right now, my answer to it, I said yesterday,
that would never happen. I'd never be an Alabama.
All right. I would not give Coach an extension. I would not give him a raise. If I gave one or the other, I would give him more money, but not the extension. If you've only been there 2 years, their agent's going to push for Bama to give him more money, give him more time. I'm against that. That's just my opinion. A lot of Alabama fans said go ahead and do it. He did make the playoffs in year 2. I still think I look at what they did at FSU. They panicked. They signed him for a long-term extension. Look what's happened at FSU. And that's happened at other places. Would you give Alabama coach an extension after 2 years?
I wouldn't give anybody an extension.
Thank you.
Not just that. I would cut everybody back and never give more than a 2-year extension. The incentives is the way to go. If you make the playoffs, if you make this, if you make that, if you win the national championship, that's where the best thing is, to give them incentives. Don't give them long term, because when you give somebody long term, they're not hungry anymore.
I think you knocked out the ballpark. I think you hit
then you're hung. And everybody's got to realize he's still playing with a bunch of Knicks kids.
Not really. Most of his Knicks kids are gone, transferred out.
Well, a lot of them did, but you still got some that are there.
Yeah, you're right.
That's still the ones that say that, hey, I'm an Alabama player, true, and they still have some of the, deep inside, there's still some of those kids that learned some under Nick Saban.
Who's going to win the ball game, Oklahoma or Alabama? Alabama's tight end is riding a bike at practice. Jam Miller's back. He looked really good at practice yesterday. They say he's ready to go. Their guard is back. He's ready to go. They do still have the defensive tackle still out, but we are healthier. They've had 3 good days of practice. Today they go out in shorts and shoulder pads. I think they travel tomorrow. I don't think they're going to travel today. But who do you like? They're going 700 miles to play at Oklahoma Friday night, 7 o'clock on ABC. Who are you going with?
To me, I just want to see a good ball game. I don't want to see a blowout, and I don't want to see a bunch of mistakes. And I don't want to see the referees get involved. I want to see a good ball game. I honestly think that Alabama's going to win.
Okay.
But you never know.
We know an SEC team's going to win.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Rob, we love you. Thank you so much for listening.
All right, guys. Appreciate y'all.
All right,
West Florida.
Have a happy and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Today's just Wednesday. I got 2 more days to call and bother you.
Yeah, there you go.
Bye.
Awesome.
Unbelievable, man. Breaking this game down real quick, both you guys. Glenn, you played them at home. Oklahoma, let's just face it, Oklahoma owns Alabama. We hardly ever beat Oklahoma. There's just certain teams we struggle with. Texas, we don't have a great record.
Change your
Notre
pick.
Dame. I hadn't picked yet. Or now I do want to say this about Alabama.
Breaking out the pencil again.
They did hire a good offensive coordinator from Auburn, and I think that was a wise move. We talked about that yesterday. I'm going to ask Mark McLeod, because this seems like this is the trend now. Go hire good assistant coaches that maybe good players follow with you, because I know we'd love to have that receiver that Auburn had. I know we'd love to have 2 of Auburn receivers, but Derek Nix, the former Southern Mississippi player, he coached at Ole Miss, he coached everywhere. He was Auburn's offensive coordinator last year. He's going to be Alabama's new wide receiver coach, because we lost him to Oregon State to go be the head coach there. I think it's a great pickup for Alabama. I like Derek Nix. I think he does a tremendous job. You see what happened to Auburn's offense when he was allowed to call the plays. It looked a lot better. And I do believe we're going to wind up getting one of those receivers, maybe not both, but we're going to get one good receiver from Auburn. You wait and see. What do you guys think about Nix coming to Alabama from Auburn?
I mean, I'd love it. It'd be a good bonus, good plus, and it's happened before. It's not common, but it's happened before. Bill Oliver did it the other way. I think it'd be great, but we'll have to see.
Glenn Manley, what do you think about you guys from Auburn losing your coach? He goes, I don't want to be there. I want to go to Tuscaloosa.
Well, you make poor choices in life. Sometimes. But
I think should be after him is Southern.
As the head coach.
Yeah.
They went with Blake.
Yeah.
They went with Blake. I'm going to go back to Alabama, Oklahoma, the history. The first time they played, December 30th, 1970. I remember I actually watched this game, the Bluebonnet Astrodome. I thought that was pretty cool. They tied 24-24. That's when Oklahoma had just gone to the Wishbone. Alabama had not at that time. They met again in 2002. I think this was at Bryant-Denny. They got beat 37-27. That might have been at Oklahoma. I'm not sure. Didn't you go to one of those games in Oklahoma?
No. I went to the UCLA games.
You went to Rose Bowl.
And I'm not allowed to go to any more.
Yeah. Well, on 2003, on the second game, I think that was played at Oklahoma. I can't remember where it's played. Anyway, Oklahoma wins again 20-3. But got to remember, 2002-2003, Alabama wasn't very good. Now, the 2014 Sugar Bowl, Oklahoma, I was at that game. Oklahoma put it on Alabama 45-31. Alabama, I think it was a kick six game, I think we lost to Auburn, I can't remember. And then they would play in the Orange Bowl. I was at that ball game. Alabama ran away with that one. It was 45-34. I think Alabama scored 3 touchdowns real quick. And then since then, Alabama goes out to Oklahoma and gets embarrassed 24-3 when they're favorite. Nick kicks them out of the bowl game, out of the playoff game. And then this year at home, Alabama's on an 8-game win streak. Oklahoma wins the ball game. Alabama outplayed them. They turned the ball over and gave the game away. Oklahoma wins 23-21. So Oklahoma against Alabama, 5 wins, 1 tie, 1 losses. Oklahoma owns Alabama. They own us. And we'll be right back. We get back, we're going to talk about Glenn Manley, about FSU, and maybe a little bit about the Auburn Tigers on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Before we do that, I'd like to talk about Dr. Chad Mitchell, the legend, one of the few first doctors ever trained robotic surgery. The guy is incredible.
Mr. Roboto.
Nobody's better than Chad Mitchell. Next year will be his 27th year on Bay County sidelines. That's incredible. Max Fish Sports Nutrition, we already talked about Jay's one wonderful guy. Listen to him Friday and Tuesdays right here. But I got to talk about this one. You want to save money. You want to be warm in the winter, cool in the summer, and save money on your power bill. You got to go local. You got to go Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason does an incredible job. You can't get more local than him. He grew up here, graduated from Mosley High School, started this business, the most honest, hardworking people out there. They tell you you're going to be there at a certain time, they're there. They tell you a price, that's the price. They don't try to take every penny out of your pocket. Don't even look at any other company. You go with Stevenson Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did. We're right back. 104.3 ESPN North. West Florida.
Keep the game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the sports talk and live play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the man cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, mostly clouds and a high of 66 with a gentle breeze at 9 miles per hour coming out of the east. For tonight, clouds and a low near 57. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy in the morning and then moderate rain and a high around 69. For Friday, light sprinkles and a high of 65. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
It's the Jaguars' final home game of the 2025 regular season, and you don't want to miss it. Join us for our fan appreciation game as the Jaguars face off against the Tennessee Titans in a can't-miss division matchup. It's your chance to cheer on the team as they take the field in their Prowler throwbacks for one last time this season. Secure your seats now and be a part of the action. Go to Jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
Your goals matter, and at Anytime Fitness Panama City, they're ready to help you crush them. With expert coaching, personal training, and virtual workouts through the Anytime Fitness app, you'll have all the support you need inside the club and beyond. Limited time only. Join today for just $1 down and start your fitness journey now. Don't wait. Visit 107 West 23rd Street, Suite W8, or call 850-818-8184. Anytime Fitness. Let's make healthy happen.
Want to know the inside scoop on your favorite teams? From the gridiron to the hardwood to the diamond. For comprehensive sports coverage, it's ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
They knocked out of the ballpark. You know, Glenn, Auburn up today, B4 Braves, Lynn Haven. You want to have a great time. You get out to B4 Braves, Lynn Haven.
Absolutely.
Watch all the ball games, all the bowl games, the playoffs, everything right there. B4 Braves, Lynn Haven. I love Pat Prun. The city commissioner over there does a great job. Glenn, do you know that Summerall, Auburn was not going to let him have full control of the hiring and firing of the staff? That's one of the things that turned him and made him hold off on that job. And then when the interest came from Florida, he bolted. He didn't want that. They were not going to, I didn't know this at the time, but I found this out later. They were not going to let the defensive coordinator leave. They wanted him to stay there, which I think is a good move. Goldish is more of a offensive-minded guy. Kind of fit, no problem with it. He was okay with it. He could live with it. So that's one of the reasons Summerall did not go to Auburn. He wanted complete control of the entire coaching staff, which I would the same way. I would not take a job where I don't have complete control over the staff, who I fire and who I hire. Never would, never have. So I get why he didn't want to get the Auburn job. I didn't know that at the time. That was the main thing. And now he's at Florida. He's glad he's at Florida. He's happy at Florida. And I think it all worked out for both schools. I think both of them are going to do well where they're at. They got a great defensive coordinator at Auburn. Now they got a great offensive-minded head coach. Let's see how that plays out. Florida's got to hire a great offensive coordinator. They will. Mark McLeod will be here at 8:30. But let's switch gears now. Let's talk about newbies. Get out and have a great time at one of the 4 newbies. Newbies 2 on the curb, go watch all sporting events. Head on down to the mothership. Charlotte's going to have the best entertainment for you every single day, especially on the weekends. Get out to newbies, tell them Coach sent you. What do you have for us down at FSU?
Well, we're not getting any new coaches right now. So let me tell you what, though. We are losing some people. As of right now, maybe something happened today, this morning early, but we are losing 15 players, and one significant player we're losing is Randy Pittman. He is not necessarily gone yet, but he is going to put his name in the transfer portal. So now he's gone from UCF to FSU. I don't know where he's going from there. Maybe, like Brian said, a negotiation problem, so we can get some more money here or there. But some of the people you may know, if you're an FSU fan, is Jabril Rawls, defensive back. Now, this gets me Cam Davis, running back. And, you know, the reason of him is he's been injured the whole time, and he hadn't had much, playing time. So I know he wants to play, and he really wanted to stay with Florida State, but he's on there. Linebacker Omar Graham. Of course, tight end Randy Pittman, one of the best defensive backs, Edwin Joseph, and then Jalen Lucas, who came from Indiana, the running back, wide receivers, and he is leaving. Camden Fryer, whose dad Matt played there, he has not had much playing time. He had some injuries also, and some of these guys get injured in practice, not necessarily game situations. Also. Jaden Parrish, who's a linebacker. Mario Nash, I don't know that much about him. Offensive tackle. Tylen Coleman, defensive line. Jeremy Flagg is a defensive lineman. Jesse Harold, tight end. So that makes the tight end room getting kind of thin there. Also, Kai Bates, I didn't know much about him, defensive back. Jaden Jones, defensive end. And then Zane Herring is going to graduate, and so he is going to look in the portal after he graduates. He's an offensive lineman. So those are going on also. And then we lost 2 coaches. Tony Tokarts, who is the quarterback coach. He is going to University of Buffalo, be their offensive coordinator. And we had Zach Arnett, who was the head coach at Mississippi State, who came on as a defensive analyst. Now he's going back to Mississippi State as a defense coordinator. So we're losing him. Of course, we know about Surtain. He was fired. So, And then Brandon Harris was coming to Florida State, but he flipped to UF. And he's going to be the defensive back coach at UF. But his brother, Nick Harris, is also coaches wide receivers at Florida State. And then if you look at Norville's, after this year, they owed him $64.1 million. And next year, at the end of the year, they owe him $51 million. And then if they fired him this year, they would owe him $58.8 million. And then if they had fired him this year, it would really been more because it would have been like $72 million for Norville and his staff.
Good God.
And then when Jimbo was...
That's the reason I don't want to get those extensions.
Yeah, and when Jimbo left Texas A&M, they paid him $76.8 million. So, And then Norville has had his record at Florida State is 38-32, and he's 22-25 in the ACC. So he does not have a stellar record as far as that's concerned. Now, men's basketball, we lost last night to Dayton, 97-69. So we're 5-6. We play the 19th, which is Friday, against Mississippi Valley State. Hopefully that would be a win. Our women's basketball program was 4-8. They lost to the College of Charleston, 75-70. They will play Virginia Tech. They will play them on Friday also. So that's what's going on over there. I haven't heard any new hires yet, and I haven't heard anybody else transferring out, but, it's early in the day, so you never know. So
you never know.
You
mentioned that one position, the tight end position.
Right.
Alabama's guys out. We don't think he's going to be playing in the playoff game against Oklahoma, but they did get another Oklahoma State tight end. Josh Ford is now going to be playing for Alabama next year. I think he has 2 years of eligibility left. He was a 3-star from out in Oklahoma, but they've watched tape on him. They like him, and he can come in and also can block. Pretty good hands. So I hope that's a big pickup for Bama. You mentioned tight end, made me think of that.
Tight ends are hard to come by, but if you use them the right way, because they have to block, and then they have to run routes, and so it's hard to find somebody with that combination. And I think Randy Pittman was a good job. He did more.
Where's he going to wind up? What are you hearing about him?
I just know he's on the transfer portal. Doesn't know if he's going to go. Like Brian said. Is he negotiating for more money? Who knows? But, he's been with Malzahn twice, so why would he leave all of a sudden? I don't know. It's got to be more to it than that. So,
yeah.
But anyway, you just never know what's going to happen. Again, what is it, January 2nd? It really opens up.
So I didn't realize how much money they owed him. And even next year, if they have another bad year, we always say they're tied for money.
$51 million.
Golly, man.
Yep. So
he might be here for a while.
That's true too. But maybe somebody will come along and.
Here's what I'd do if I were one of these ADs, and I don't know if the coaches would do it. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. I'd go to a guy like Norville, not him specifically, but any of them, just say, look, these big buyouts are obviously a hindrance for us, and this, that, and the other. So here's what let's do. We're going to take your pay from, let's say he's making $8 million a year. We'll give you $10 million this year and $10 million next year, but we're going to cut that buyout in half or something like that.
Well,
I don't know if they'll do it, but offer them more money out initially to get you out of the long-term buyout.
After 24, he went in and took a $5 million pay cut.
Yeah,
he already did that once.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Well, that's what I mean. Give you more money for the coming year, but reduce our long-term liabilities.
And all the coach has to do when they do that, say, well, I don't get involved in that. Well, you go talk to Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy handles that for me. Yeah. And what Jimmy will go, no, this is what you owe him. This is what you owe him.
I just think more athletic departments need to be looking at that kind of thing.
Well, they need to all, and they can't really do that, but if I'm a commissioner of SEC, hey, guys, if I was you, I'd strongly suggest sign a 5-year contract.
But here's the hard part. If you're looking at it from a coach's perspective, you need some level of insurance against this, because look at what just happened to Pat Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
I mean, they cut him loose. Yeah. It took him how many years? Look at Jeremy Pruitt. How many years did it take to get my good name back? That's what a lot of that buyout is in the minds of a coach. So it's not so cut and dry that, there isn't any loyalty to coaches either. But, it has gotten a little bit out of whack. And anytime you're committing for $80 million, $90 million, good God.
When I saw this, and I got the list, I'm not going to look it up right now, but like Manning and all these guys, how much, like even Ty Simpson, I think is way overpaid, $2.3 million a year. How can this continue to go on when you got a roster? They're getting ready to go to 105 scholarships, not 85, you're getting ready to go to 105. And you got to be paying these people money. How long is it going to, how can people just keep giving money to the university to pay a guy's salary? Sooner or later, you would think.
The problem is they still got to go get money for facilities.
Yeah.
They still got to go get money for everything. And you're going to the same people.
Same people.
You've just added a new category that you're going to the same people.
Well, here's the other thing. So how many other sports do they have to pay for?
Yeah.
If you look at, I'm going to just tell you, Auburn's volleyball girls, they get $60,000 apiece. Yeah. So that's just for volleyball. So, if you're one of the best baseball or basketball players or softball players, how about the girl from Texas Tech? $1 million.
She's unreal, too.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is in reality, these guys aren't paying for return on investment. Right. They're not. They're paying for access.
Right.
I just like the back in the old days where they came in the back door. Coach O set everybody straight.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We love all of our wonderful sponsors. Hope all of them have a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year and all that stuff. Love Jay Michael. Love that legend. He is a legend. He truly is a man in black. He is a legend, no doubt about that. His life story should be on Netflix.
Only one pair of black shorts is all he has to have.
You said that. I didn't. You go to Jay Michael's restaurant, you got the best food you can get anywhere. You ever try their steaks? They're incredible. The burgers, the pork chops, everything there is outstanding. He takes a lot of pride in what he does. And you go in there, it's like a museum. There's pictures of Bobby Knight, Bobby Bowden, Spurrier, Saban, Bryant, Coach Bryant, all these people. It's unbelievable in
Coach
there.
Hale.
There's a picture of you in the bathroom says aim here.
That's cool. Boats hanging from the wall, motorboats in there, surfboards, shotguns, pistols, money everywhere. It's incredible. The legendary J. Michael's restaurant.
He has to count all those $1 bills, too.
I help him. He didn't know him. I'm helping sometimes.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, the income tax. He has to pay them.
And another thing there, today is the world-famous J. Michael's
Absolutely fabulous, yeah.
Only on Wednesday, lunch and dinner. Go check it out. We'll be there between 11 and 11:15. Come on, say hello to us. All the women always line up to say hello to Glenn. Makes me mad. If you're over in Lynn Haven, go see Pat Perno. I love Patrick.
That could be my plaintiffs.
City commissioner. The key word there, Lynn Haven.
He needs to run for mayor. He needs to run for mayor.
He is the mayor. He's going to be one day. I love that guy. Also, we're down there. Well, we ain't talking about Russ and Amber.
No.
Santa Claus comes in a week. We got to go see Russ.
That's right. And if you're a little hard up for cash, they're buying your old gold and old silver, giving you top dollar for it. It's at an all-time high. They'll inspect the jewelry that you have and clean it absolutely free. And they're going to be open this Saturday from 10 until 2. That's David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830. Highway 77, Lynn Haven.
Highway 77, Lynn Haven. We'll be right back. Brian, Glenn, Wildcat, hopefully Mark McLeod. If you want to know about Florida football, baseball, anything in the SEC, Mark McLeod is the answer. Believe me.
ESPN Northwest Florida is taking it to the hole. Your home for the most live college basketball in the Gulf Coast. The ACC, SEC, and the biggest games in the country. Plus the official station of March Madness.
The Panhandle's destination for live play-by-play.
Hear every slam dunk in ultra-high fidelity right here.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
At Brock Lawn and Pest Control, we're proud to be awarded the distinction of being Quality Pro certified.
Our technicians have passed rigorous training in eco-friendly application and prevention of pest treatments.
Part of the program is the practice of integrated pest management.
IPM's goal is to prevent pests from ever entering your home. It includes inspection, prevention, education, and, when necessary, application.
We're proud to be Quality Pro certified.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, the standard and level of trust.
Keep the adventure going this holiday season in a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia during the Season of New Tradition sales event. Bill Bird Kia is now offering 0.9% APR for up to 60 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento or a new 25 Kia Telluride. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Countdown to savings is going on now. Celebrate the season in style and drive away in a new Kia today. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento or event-specific new 2025 Telluride with $1,705 per month per $1,000 financed at 60 months. Quantities limited. $1,000 APR bonus is applied as down payment and no cash value cannot be combined with other finance offers. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty.
Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 1/2/26.
Do you know who I am?
If he was the last person on Earth,
I'm kind of a big deal.
mankind would still have a chance.
We may have to repopulate the Earth.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm very important.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
When you got 90,000 people all chomping at the same time.
The Florida Gator Update with guest Mark McLeod. Insider information you can't get anywhere else. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Go Gators! Hey, I tell you what, not just Florida, SEC, college football in general, anything you need to know, we got it right here. Mark McLeod is incredible. Mark, what's the best way? Can people follow you? What's the best way to keep up with all your knowledge?
Yeah, at McLeod Live, McLeod Live. Keeping up with that knowledge won't be difficult.
Water.
It's a very short trip.
All right, are you going to be in Christmas break? Are you going to be over here in Bay County any, or are you going to, what y'all got planned?
No. We'll be here. We'll be here in the St. Augustine area and hanging out over here. Looking forward to a nice break, but I don't think there's going to be much of a break with all the coaching searches, the transfer portal, everything going on. I don't think any of us get a break anymore.
No. Well, we're going to turn it over to you today. Just tell us the latest happenings in Gainesville. Anything you got, any kind of information, we want to hear it.
First of all, you got to tell us about who you write for. I tell you what, he writes some great articles.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah, I'm doing some stuff for Blitz Sports Radio. I'm right now. I'm not in a contract with them, so I only do one thing a week. And I actually put something out just 2 days ago. So,
right, it was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Coach. Appreciate that. Yeah, you're looking to Florida right now. I mean, everything's really surrounding both of those issues I talked about with a coaching search. You've still got some positions to fill. We'll see what happens. You know, they haven't made official announcements at corner. They haven't made official announcements at running back. You know, or you know, really even at safety with Chris Collins coming from Kentucky. The rumor there. So the rumor at quarterbacks is Brandon Harris. You know, coming over from UCF. Of course, I know FSU's in that fight, but you know that they still feel confident of Florida. Last I heard, but again, there's been a lot of radio silence really right there of late. I think the great thing that they were able to do is keep Gerald Chapman on the D-line. I think he's a fabulous defensive line coach, a great recruiter, and I think that's really going to help Florida. But again, if you get Harris, you get Collins, that solidifies some things there, and we'll see what they end up doing with a couple other positions. And certainly when you look at some quality control positions defensively that aren't a whole lot else. We know of some offensively, but really defensively we don't have much going on. The offensive side of the ball with Faulkner, you know, you would expect him to bring some people with him from Georgia Tech, and they did, much like Brad White has brought a couple people from Kentucky that we're hearing. We know, again, Chris Collins at safety, but on the offensive side of the ball with Faulkner, you know, Dylan Dockery from Georgia Tech could be the H-back coach, tight ends coach. You've got several analysts on, Mike Polly, coming over to help the offensive line. AJ Erdely is coming over to coach the quarterbacks, which he's done a good job there. And the rumor in the transfer portal, guys, is that, and some of the Georgia Tech people are saying this looks like a real possibility, is that Aaron Philo could be coming over. And that kid broke all kinds of records in Georgia high school football, but could be coming over to join the quarterback room at the University of Florida. Of course, with the, you've got some losses there with DJ Lagway. That's certainly going to be something needed. And with DJ Lagway, what I was told is the coaches had an honest discussion with him, and they laid it out. They said, look, you weren't healthy last year. Everything you did, he and the family wanted to do more of the holistic stuff. And the Florida staff said, we just need you healthy. We just need you to compete. But we're telling you, we're bringing somebody else in and we're going to compete against you. And I don't think that was really well received from Lagway. And they essentially told him, you got to fight for your job. If you want the job, you got to fight for it. And
I love that.
That's what I was told.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome, man. Is.
And you've got several guys that have hit the portal, but really the only starter, Jordan Castell, the safety, and of course Lagway. Outside of that, you KD Daniels is a key reserve. Aiden Mizell at wide receiver, a key reserve. Amir Jackson's got some time in at tight end, and a bunch of young guys. So they do have several players that have hit the portal already. But I think, look, we all know. You look at the Florida offensive line, particularly defensive line. They are going to have to hit the portal hard, whether Napier was the head coach or Faulkner. Or anybody else. So yeah, that was going to have to happen anyway, and that it's just the way it is at the University of Florida right now.
Well, let me ask you this: is this kind of the new deal? I know it kind of sounds stupid to say it this way, but you hire a coach in the old days. There's great on-the-field coach, a great recruiter. You had to bring the great players in to keep you. You got to have players to win. Now, to me, and I want your thoughts on this, I see some of these people getting jobs that have great players where they're at, and I think the head coach are now hoping that when they come, some of those kids will come with them. Don't you think that's kind of happening more often now than we used to have it?
Oh, absolutely. And it's happening. One position is Phil Troutwine in the offensive line. I mean, look at the people that guy in his time at Penn State has coached onto the all Big Ten team. It's insane, the number of players that he's put on that all Big Ten team. And, he's getting, I think it was the last 2 years, he's gotten 5 5-stars. So, this guy can flat recruit. He's been out there hitting it hard on social media. All these players and some of them were off Florida. They had no interest anymore in Florida. But now they're saying with Coach Troutwine there's an interest because they know he can develop players and get them to the league, and that's what they want. So, yeah he's doing a fabulous job. I talked to Phil, I guess it was 4 years ago. It was before Napier got the job, and I was talking to him. I was doing a piece for 24/7 Sports, and that they had asked me to do on the Florida coaching search. So I did, and I called. He was one of the guys I contacted. We talked, and he said, Mark, if there were ever an opportunity for me to come back to Gainesville, be an assistant coach or a head coach, he goes, I would love to do it because my time there was fantastic. And lo and behold, here he is, and he's got that opportunity.
Let me ask you this, and you might not know, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Summerall, these guys that he's bringing in here, did he know them? Did he have a relationship with these guys, or did he just looking for the best guys out there to hire? Did he have a relationship with these guys that he's bringing in?
Yeah, I think most of them he did. Now, some of the support staff offensively that Faulkner's brought in, I can't say yay or nay to that, but yeah, he's known Brad White for years, and the relationship with Faulkner goes back. Look, when he was rumored to be the guy, Summerall, for the Auburn job, what I heard was Buster Faulkner was going to be the offensive coordinator going to Auburn with it. I heard that right away. That was the first name I heard. And, of course, some of the other names I heard were if they weren't going to keep DJ Durkin. They were going to look at Blake Baker at LSU. That was one that I had heard as well. So Baker, of course, was locked down at LSU, Durkin at Auburn. So now you have Brad White, which I think is a really good pickup. So it's going to be interesting. I think, again, the one guy I was surprised they didn't keep was Jabbar Jalouk. I think he did a fabulous job with the Florida running backs. And, of course, he's out in Texas. And it didn't take him long to get somewhere. He's a great recruiter as well. But we'll see what happens. Is it Derek Nix, Chad Scott, your running backs? There may even be one other surprise name in the mix.
Yeah, you think the great running back there at Florida, you think he stays put? Could Texas put a push to try to get him?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a push to try to get him. But I feel a little better about it knowing yesterday that K.D. Daniels, the top reserve of Florida, threw his name in the transfer portal. I think that sent that tells me everything I need to know. And I think Florida is now, because of, you look at the running back room, which has looked really good over the past 2 years for the Gators. That's one room that looked great. I think they're going to have to hit the portal and bring someone in to back Ball up and help out a little bit. It's going to be interesting who they get, because whoever does is going to look at Ball and go, well, I'm not going to get many touches behind that guy.
All right, we get back with Mark. We're going to ask him anything shocked him, any players that are leaving that he was surprised at. Then we're going to ask him about the playoffs and everything that's going on that, who he likes in the college playoffs. And we'll be right. Do I have time to do a commercial? Oh, thank you. I thought you wanted me to cut right now. We're with Mark McLeod. When we get back, we'll finish up with Mark McLeod in a second segment. Right now, let's talk about some of our wonderful people. Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're there for you anytime, day or night. Locals taking care of locals. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. You talking about these insurance company calling you and say, hey, look, that roof's getting up there in age. We're getting ready to drop you. Don't panic. Don't go nuts. Call Vandy Roofing. They got all the paperwork. They know what to do. They can contact the insurance companies. They'll get a roof on there the right way, correct way, and the cheapest way they can. But they do great work, and that is Vandy Roofing. They not only do roofs, they do everything. General contracting, they design, they build, commercial, residential, they do it all. Turf Pro Pest Control, that yard will look like a golf course. Patrick does a great job. Listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back with Mark McLeod.
Your home for college football. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Round one of the college football playoffs starts Friday with the Alabama Crimson Tide facing the Oklahoma Sooners.
There's an interception. Down the sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Eli Cohen.
Alabama comes in favored by 1.5 points against Oklahoma.
And we'll have kickoff at 7.
Right here on your spot for the college football playoffs.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Wednesday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, mostly clouds and a high of 66 with a gentle breeze at 9 miles per hour coming out of the east. For tonight, clouds and a low near 57. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy in the morning and then moderate rain and a high around 69. For Friday, light sprinkles and a high of 65. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Reliable Copy Products is proud to be the exclusive dealer in Northwest Florida for Kyocera office equipment. Reliable Copy Products has been committed to providing professional, personalized service for the last 35 years. They understand that the right equipment does not always fall within today's budget requirements, so they offer several options for the equipment you need today for the growth you expect tomorrow. Call James Smothers at 784-6601. 784-6601. Reliable Copy Products on Harrison Avenue, just north of Bay High School.
Experience a higher level of service. David Adamson Designer Jewelry has been providing you the very best of fine jewelry and repair in Lynn Haven for over 32 years. David has added Amber Anderson and Russ Klinger, names you've known and trusted in PCB for years with your fine jewelry and watch needs. Find that one-of-a-kind engagement ring, that special anniversary gift, or something colorful just for you. Amber and Russ will find it or build it for you, serving Bay County and beyond in Lynn Haven at the corner of Ohio Avenue and 9th. David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
I don't always talk to Alabama fans, but when I do, I ask for large fries. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome 1 week from today, Santa Claus comes. Drive careful. Kids get out of school on Friday. That's when the official Christmas break begins for Bay County. I guess probably throughout the state.
They're out Friday. They don't go to school Friday.
Oh, so Thursday's their last day.
Yeah, Thursday's their last day, yeah.
Okay, good. All right, let's bring him back, Mark McLeod. Mark, is there any player that you were just like, dang, man, I wish we could have kept him? Or is any player there you like, good, he needs to go?
Yeah. There were. I mean, I don't know. There really isn't anybody on the list that Florida lost that I jumped up and down about. I mean, Jordan Castell was an All-American his freshman year, but he just hasn't played as well the past 2 years. And in Lagway, we just saw not only the physical issues with him and the mechanical issues. He's a mess mechanically throwing the football, but it's mentally. He makes a lot of mistakes in throwing into coverage. So no, there's not one guy that I think it's a good move for Lagway. I think it would be a good lease on life for him. Go get a fresh start somewhere else, and for Florida fans, go get a fresh start there. I had some conversation with a Florida fan who's very upset about Lagway leaving, and my comment was, okay, but what if he comes out and struggles in his first game? He's going to hear the boos. He's going to hear the fan. It's just not good all the way. So go get a new lease on life, and all the best to him and all the best to Florida. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't know with the injury what it was, but to me that was one of my big disappointments of this year. I thought he might be the best quarterback in the SEC. It just didn't play out that way. Hey, let me ask you this. This is some expert, and I didn't even write the guy's name down, but they graded the new hires. I want to go over it real quick and see if you agree with this. The number one hire this past year was LSU Kiffin. They gave him a plus. Second highest graded coach in the SEC was Florida's Summerall. It was Auburn. It was going to be Auburn. He didn't get what he wanted. This is what I heard. I don't know. Maybe you heard it. Maybe you didn't. You can tell me what you know about it. But at Auburn, were going to give him full control over the staff. They made it clear they wanted the defense coordinator to stay there. And then when the Florida interest showed up, he bolts and takes a job at Florida, wants to be able to control his coaching staff and things like that. They gave an A grade for him. The third one was Golish at Auburn, B+. Kentucky was next, Ole Miss, and then Arkansas in that order. What did you think about all the hirings at the different schools in the SEC? What kind of grade would you have given them? Yeah, I pretty much agree with whoever wrote that piece. In fact, the piece I wrote last for Blitz Sports Radio, I had my top three. And my top three were Kiffin and Summerall and Golish. I really think Alex will do a great job at Auburn. Kiffin is Kiffin. He's going to be good. He's going to get guys. Players are going to want to go play for him. My thing with LSU coaches with Kiffin is, okay, once you taste that success, that maybe you win a national title, what happens after that? Because it all seems to unravel at LSU with those coaches. I don't care who's won a national title in recent years there. It isn't long before you start, things get a little weird. And I think Summerall will do a fine job at Florida. I really like what he's doing. I kind of trust Urban when he talks about coaching and he talks about coaches, and he was very specific about Summerall, the things that he sees that he really likes about him, and I think he makes good hires. I think that's proven and develops players by what he did at not only Troy but at Tulane. We want to get your opinion on this before we let you get out here today and the playoffs start. I want to go over there, and I want you to tell us what you think is going to play out. Alabama at Oklahoma, Friday, 7 o'clock on ABC, the first playoff game this year. All-time record, Oklahoma 5 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. They kind of own Alabama. Who do you like in this one? Yeah, they beat Alabama, the past 2 times, certainly. Yeah. And that, I just got a text from my Bama media boys up there. We're on a group text, and they said, yeah, Mark, man, these guys are back at practice. The key guy, if they can get him back, and it's not known if they're going to get him back for the game when we Josh Cuevas at tight end, because of what DeBoer likes to do with the tight end, and Ty Simpson really could use that help because he's not been as good lately. But the key to me is that offensive line too. That line has just been a mess, and that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Give them a little. Alabama's getting healthier though. I like that. That's where Alabama could actually finally, after losing a couple to Oklahoma in recent the last two meetings, maybe they get it done this time. That'll be a tough one.
I'm looking for Saturday morning, 11 o'clock, Miami at A&M. Who wins this one? How's this one going to play out?
I think that's going to be a tough game. I really do. That is a tough place to play, and I don't think they get enough credit for it. That 100,000 plus in that stadium, the stadium moves, and it's a lot of fun. I just, A&M, it's going to be interesting. I think I may take Miami in that one. If so, it would be a surprise. It would be a little bit of an upset. I'm not big on Cristobal and what he's done in November when you look at his coaching record at Miami, Oregon. But in this one, I don't know. I may have to go with Miami now.
What about Tulane and Ole Miss? We talked about this one. We kind of think it's going to be close from what people think. Yeah.
Yep, I agree. You got both coaches moving. Yeah, you got a lot of moving parts there with the coaching staffs, and I agree. I think Tulane's a very talented football team. I really do. I think they don't get elite players, but they develop them. So I think Ole Miss wins it, but I don't think it's going to be by much at all.
All right, let's look at this. I'm going to go ahead and put Oregon advances. I'm going to say Oklahoma beats Bama. Oklahoma, Oregon play. Who would you go with, Oregon or Oklahoma?
Oregon. Okay. I'll go with Oregon. I think that's a pretty good football team.
All right, let's drop it down. We got Ole Miss going on to play Georgia for the second time this year in the Sugar Bowl. Who you got in that one?
Georgia.
All right, you got Miami and Ohio State. Who wins this one?
Ohio State.
Okay. Now, you got Georgia going to play the Buckeyes. Who wins this one?
Georgia. Give me Georgia. They looked awfully good of late.
You're on board there, buddy.
By the way, you had Oregon and Oklahoma?
I got Oregon playing Texas.
Because Oregon would play Texas Tech. Oklahoma would play Indiana.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oklahoma beats Indiana. They would have to beat Indiana to get to Oregon. So let's go back. Oregon playing Texas Tech. I'm sorry. Oregon, Texas Tech.
Oh, Texas Tech, yeah.
Okay.
No, I love Texas Tech. I think that defense they've got studs on that defense.
Yeah, they do.
The offense can do some nice things. Give me the Red Raider.
How much time? All right, you got Oklahoma playing Indiana. Who would get that one?
Oh, wow. That would be tough. I'll go Indiana. I've seen Indiana very little, but I'll go with it.
So now we got Indiana, Texas Tech. Who you got?
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech plays Georgia for the national championship. It's Kirby's world. We just live in it. Who wins this game?
Yeah. Conrad, man. Give me Georgia. I got to go with Georgia.
All right. We just, and he'll probably win it again next year.
You know why?
Better next year.
You know why Georgia has no chance? All of us picked them.
Yeah.
Every single one of us.
Is that right?
Yes.
Is that right?
Everybody on this show picked them to win.
Somebody texted in and says it's going to be Alabama, Georgia for the third time this year.
I think the Georgia police are listening, too, so they may not have any players.
Hey, forgive and forget. Mark, we hope you have a great Christmas, a happy holiday. We'll call you in about 2 weeks, okay?
Sounds great. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody, all of you and everybody in Bay County.
Okay, thanks, buddy. The great Mark McLeod. All right, Glenn, I'll see you at J. Michael's Restaurant.
Correct.
Brian, J. Michael's Restaurant. Wildcat, you going to be there?
I've got to get ready to head out of town. I got a lot of things to do.
Oh, what better to do
done any Christmas shopping yet.
I'm an XL.
Wasn't it his turn to pay? Wasn't it Wildcat's turn to pay?
That's why you not go. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Hey, we got a special guest here tomorrow. You're not going to believe who.
Oh, we're not special. Okay, great.
Not like this guy.
All right, great.
He is unbelievable. He's famous. His dad's famous too. Listen tomorrow. You're going to be excited.
Infamous.
We're out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The Paul Feinbaum Show.
Brian Bosworth, what makes the Oklahoma defense so difficult to deal with?